Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's the Parent Entrepreneurs here, and today what we'll be doing is we'll be continuing our investing with Max series. If you guys have not watched the previous video, I highly suggest you guys go watch that now. And just a disclaimer, this is just for educational purposes only. And if you guys are looking for financial advice, I highly suggest you guys to seek out a registered financial advisor. If that makes sense, let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen with you, and today. It's going to be kind of boring because like what I said before, it's the summer lull, and what that is stocks tend to go down during summertime because a lot more people are going on vacation, so not much action. And you can see here, we'll look at AMC. I'm just gonna make myself bigger as well. Make me bigger. There you go, so you can see me. So anyway, so what I'll do is I'll look at AMC, I'll look at ACB, Canopy Rivers, or I guess it's Riv Capitals now. They changed that. You can also see here Fire. Basically, it got bought out by Weed, and you can see here it's actually red now, so it's not trading anymore. It's actually under Weed now, right? So with all that said, what we'll do is we'll look at AMC, see how AMC is now. And you can see here after that big spike, like, 3, 4 weeks ago. So what is it now? So June 2nd, and it's already July. So June 2nd was, yeah, like 3 weeks ago, right? So let's go back here, June 2nd. So more than a month ago, the actual major spike. So June 2nd here, then it's already July 18th. So yeah, almost a month and a half, almost 2 months. But anyway, guys, so yeah, June 2nd, that was the major spike. Then after that, it consolidated, right? Tried to consolidate here, you can see. Then after that, after it hit this support and resistance, it passes support, then it just kept on going down. So you can see here now it's in a downtrend because of it hitting the support and breaking that support. So we'll see what happened in the next few weeks, days. But anyway, you can see here that this is the support resistance. So it broke that support here. Then now we're seeing the new support and resistance. So if this, let's say, breaks this support here, then we might see a newer support resistance where it's in the, I'm just gonna check here, it's going to be where in the $19.73 range, right? Then we'll see if that happens. Then there's going to be a lot of probably panic selling going on, and a lot more people are going to probably try to bring the stock down. So hopefully, if you're long, you want to see this consolidate in this new high, low, lower high, and from there you want to see it break through another support and resistance. And if it does that, then we might see a bullish trend. If not, then potentially we'll see a continuation of the downtrend here. And you can see here that from May 25th to, I guess, even May 24th, that's when you really see the stock picked up all the way to June 2nd, right? That was the peak. June 2nd was the peak, and it went down. It went all the way up to 73, 74. You can see here 72.62 is the high. You can see on the left side there. But anyway, that's AMC. If you made money here, that's awesome. If not, and you kept on holding on, so that should be a lesson learned that any gain is a good gain, because if you don't take any profits out of your trading, then you're just gonna get stuck, right? And if you're a trader, that's what you want to do. Or even if you're swing trading, you want to cash out your realize your gain. You want to cash out your gains the best way, because you're gonna, like, for the stock market, you can definitely see it go up, down, up, down, up, down. So you just gotta, if you're going long or short, you have to utilize those momentum of, if it's going up, you cash out when it's going up. So at least you're going to the momentum. And if you're going down, then that's when you probably want to short, so you're making those gains and you're maximizing your gains from those volatility. Because when it goes up and you see it go up like 20%, 30%, or even 100%, yeah, at least you want to take at least some of your profits out so you can realize those gains. And if not, then you're gonna get stuck, and you might even see it go lower and lower and lower. And I've seen this in the cannabis industry, where basically, guys were up 100%, 200%, even 1,000%. And I told them, dude, you got to realize your gain, because if you don't cash out your gain, then you're just gonna get stuck there. And I want to go over ACB, and that's what happened to one of my I guess friend. Oh, control Z. But basically, the stock went all the way up to, he was up 200 200K. And with that 200K, he was super excited that no, the ACB is just gonna keep going up, and it's just gonna go to a ridiculous amount of share price. And from there, this person, he's probably down 90% now because of the ACB consolidation that happened. So he was up 200K, then now he's probably down, I would say, like 20, 30K, right? So from his investment. So what you really want to kind of like focus on is, if you're trading, you definitely want to cash out your gains, because if you don't, then you're going to get stuck. And if you get stuck, then you might not even make money. And what I said before, 90% of the traders, or even investors sometimes, they lose, right? 90% of traders lose. So you want to be that 10% when you're actually making money, because that's what we want to do. That's why we play this game, because we want to make money, right? So, and a lot of people think at the very beginning it might be an easy game because you're making money, but there's a lot of actually psychological things that goes on, and you get to actually learn your feelings and how you kind of react to certain ways, and how you react to certain scenarios or certain situation. So in this case, if you see the stock goes like 1,000%, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna sit there, or are you gonna actually cash out? Then after that, wait for the next opportunity, or are you gonna be that type of person where you're gonna get too greedy and you're just gonna say, oh yeah, it's gonna keep going up and up, then I'm gonna cash out when I become a millionaire, right? So you learn a lot when you're stock trading, for sure. Because for me, I've been doing this for 5 years now, and I learned so much when I started trading, and when I first started to what I became now, and what I've learned through those years, right? So you can see here. So yeah, I want to look at ACB, and ACB's been very volatile ever since May. And you can see in May they hit the low of $8, and you can even see here. So it's $8.58 on May 14th, then the low of $7.99. Then after that, it did a V-shaped recovery, right, from May to May 17th, then all the way up to, you can see here, when it went to $12.15. So like, imagine if you can catch this, guys. Say it goes down to $7.99, then it goes all the way to, it goes to like, basically, let's see the high of this, $12.81. So that's a pretty big kind of you can say percentage of you buying here, then selling in here. And like, you can think about it too, is like, okay, you see here the support and resistance, and you see this resistance here, then you're like, oh, you know what, it did hit this before, but it's kind of choppy, right? It's choppy here. If you do take a little bit of a risk, then you buy in this V-shaped recovery, this dip, then what would happen is, if you would have cashed out here, then you look at the next support and resistance from, the $9 range to $11. It went all the way high there. So from here, so $9 to 68, then it closed at actually on May 26th at $10.30. So you gotta look at this opportunity, and if you do see this opportunity, you gotta take advantage and even cash out. And if you see this, high, low, lower, high, then you look at the support and resistance from here, then you're like, you know what, maybe I'll take a little bit more risk, and I'll see if it can go up to another support resistance. And if it can go to that another support resistance, then you cash out around this range. You would have made pretty good cash, right? So you're just looking at the opportunity, and also maximizing the opportunity through your support and resistance, and learning how the stock market works, and also the emotion of it. Because if you can make decent amount of cash on, just looking at the support and resistance. And you don't need to be all complicated and look at different, indicators. For me, I just like to keep it simple. I look at the support resistance, and I'm looking at, where the trend is going. Is it going up right now, or is it going down? If it's going down, I buy more in, or do I just wait it out? Because what I'm going to show you is, I'm going to show you ACB. That I already showed you guys that, but I'm also want to show you Namaste to see, how well or how bad it's doing. But for me, I can see the stock going up another 20% or even 100% in the next few months. So I'm just waiting for that gain, and once I see that gain, I'm gonna cash out, right? So yeah, let me hover to Namaste right now, and you can actually see Namaste. It's consolidating. It did hit the support and resistance here. So at the time, it hit 25 cents, and from the 25 cents you could actually see here that the low is around the 19 cents, and now it's actually hitting that 19 cents. So it's testing the support and resistance, and we could see that if this breaks the support and resistance and goes to like $18 to 70 not $18 but 18 cents to 17 cents, then we might see another, you know lower high. We might see another support resistance, and we might see a lower high, higher low, where it's gonna try to consolidate. And we've been saying this, that it's been trying to consolidate, and you can see here trying to consolidate. Then it went up a little bit, then now it's hitting that at the support level, right? If it hit the support level and it breaks, then we might see another low of support resistance. So we have to really keep an eye on this. It's definitely high risk, high reward, because I'm seeing a lot of traction in Namaste. The volume's not there. That's why you're seeing this, right? Not much like trading activity, but they have a lot of stuff that's going on in the back end. So I'm gonna go to CEO.ca, and you can see one of the guy here. He always messages in CEO.ca. And one of them is, you can see Newswire.ca, Namaste, Canmark signs licensing agreement with award-winning cannabis brand on Saito Extraction. So this is huge news, because if you look at this news, it's definitely e-commerce play for marketplace. So if you look at Amazon, right? Amazon has a lot of products. Why people go to Amazon is because they have so much products in their marketplace that they just go there and they just buy, right? And basically Namaste is becoming like that for the cannabis space. So they're very targeted niche market, and it's not just cannabis. It's more of like, the legal drugs that they're targeting for. So if you guys have a chance to definitely read this press release, because it's gonna change the whole game of, the marketplace for cannabis, and also, legal drugs that they're gonna be offering into their platform. So it's insane. So I'm not sure if you guys seen the Namas Canmart, and this is a game changer. So basically, yeah, you would have to put in your name, date. You have to be over 18 to access this, and if you do, you're gonna see their wide arrays of products that they offer. All right. So definitely check that out. And also, what I want to show you guys is, I'll show you like the news that came in on July 14th for the US kind of draft for the bill, and I'll show you guys that in a bit. But I wanted to go over Rivers. Rivers is basically doing the same thing. It's summer lull, so it's basically from, February, March, it was at its high, then now it's going down. So we're seeing a downtrend here, and basically it's trying to recover, right? So on May 25th, that's when it really took a dip, May 25th to 26 to, yeah, 26. Then it kind of did a little bit of recovery, and it's trying to consolidate now. And basically that's, yeah, Rib Capital and Fire, like what I said before, they got bought out by Canopy Growth, and they're not trading anymore. So they're under actually Weed now, and Weed it's been since February 2, right? February 10th, it's been on a downtrend from February to now, and it's August is coming up. So we'll see in September to see what's happening, because I know around September, October, that's when the stocks normally start to pick up again. Where what we're seeing here is a lot of like summer lull, like what I said before, is that a lot more people are going on vacation, family time, spending more outside, and not a lot of people are trading, because you can see here the volume is like ridiculous, 6 mil. Then after that, it just kind of like dies off, and you can see here, it's less than a million trading, right? So anyway, I'll show you guys that thing that I was talking about. So here are the six key takeaway from the U.S. pot legalization draft bill. So this is the draft bill that I was talking about. So they came out of the so this news, I read it on July 14th, so which was on a Wednesday. And basically what they're talking about is the six key points of what the draft bills look like. So it's kind of like basically a plan of what they're deciding to do for this legalization of the US pot, right? So you can see here that you know like alcohol, people over the age of 21 would be able to purchase cannabis, while sales would be limited for no more than 10 ounces of pot. Pot that contains any alcohol, caffeine, and nicotine are prohibited. CBD products will be allowed to be marketed as dietary supplements. Then, so that's one of the key points that they have in the draft bill. Then after that, taking cues from the alcohol, tobacco, regulated cannabis would be under the purview of the U.S. Food and Drugs. So okay, so kind of similar to Canada here. Then the new law would tentatively ensure that the U.S. states that still prohibits the sale of cannabis could continue to do so, thus limiting the potential for interstate commerce for cannabis within the U.S. Okay, so that's the third key point that they're talking about. Then here they're talking about if cannabis will no longer be deemed a controlled substance, thus making it legal. So that you see making it legal, right? The legislation allows several government agencies to conduct research effort to study impact of the cannabis on the brain, impaired driving, and societal impact of the 7 states that are already legalizing the adult use cannabis, right? So the three programs would establish to create a new opportunities for those social economical disadvantages individuals who have been adversely impacted by the U.S. war drugs to be eligible for grants. States and municipalities most demonstrate that they have made an effort to exclude criminal records for cannabis offenses. So basically, people that are charged from cannabis, they're eligible to for grants and other things that could get them out of jail, for example. So cannabis would initially be subject to 10% excess tax, which would increase annually by 5% points over the next 4 years. So basically, yeah. So like you can see here that this is just a draft of what they're thinking for this, and I believe there was. I think it was September. Yeah, they said here below are the six draft legislation key parts that will be put forward for the public comment by September 1st. So this is like, look at this date, September 1st. So normally, like, remember what I was telling you guys, that most of the time the stock goes up around September, November, December, even January, February. Like those are the months, because most of the dates correlate to some of the news that are going to be happening, and the more hype you get and more speculation that's going to be happening, then the stock tends to go up, because a lot more people are buying at the low, because we can see now, right? It's like at the low compared to when it was in February. So people are buying at the low, then eventually it gradually goes up, it hits a different support and resistance, and from there you might see a supernova again if there is a positive news that's gonna happen, either on September, November, or December. So you really gotta watch out for those key dates, because that's what traders are looking for, other traders are looking for, and even institutional investors. So key information to be in the loop of what's going on, because if you are very aware of what's going on, especially in the industry or the niche market that you're investing in, then the more likely you'll make money. And what I want to show you guys too is basically show you AMC Facebook here. So yeah, you can see that a lot more people are down. This one here is down like 30% on Wall Street Bets. So this is a Facebook group. It's called Wall Street Bets. So you can you know if you want to join, just join, hit the join button here. Then it's gonna ask you some questions. Then if you want to see what people are talking about, you can do that. It's funny because they have some funny memes that they always like talk about, and it's hilarious. You can see here, AMC Army, hashtag AMC Shook, right? There's a lot of things that people talk about here, and it's just hilarious. It just makes my day when I see some of the comments that they have here or what other people post here. It's so good, so good. And anyway, you can see here Wall Street Bets. I was just going over this, and you can see that AMC, like one of the guy here, he's down like 36 almost 37%, right? And he's down almost 17k. BlackBerry, he's down 46%. GME, he's down 23%. So definitely it's a red kind of month for a lot of people. And you can see here that a lot more people, if you're a good trader and if you've been doing this for quite some time, that they would cash in, then cash out, and they would realize those gains. Because if you don't, yeah, you're just gonna see this volatility. One point you'll be up, one point you'll be down, then you don't take action. Still, it hurts to see. I guess it hurts to see when you're up like 100%, then you see now you're down 20% or something like that, or 40%. So it's really key that any good gain is a good gain, right? Don't get too greedy, and don't feel bad that you only made 10%, 20%. Any gain is a good gain in the market. And yeah, that's all I wanted to kind of like show you guys, because like, yeah, namaste naked. I haven't been following naked in a while. I just wanted to see what's going on here. But yeah, like you can see this major spike, then it's dipping really hard, and it's just consolidating in that 50 something range, right? All right. So yeah, I want to show you guys the very last thing that I usually show you guys is the update of my account. And you can see here that basically, right now it's at 10k and 600, right? So 10.6, and you can see that Namaste, it's almost down like 38%. And you can see here that I've been putting in money ever since that it's been going down, right? Since I'm seeing an opportunity here, and even though I'm down like 5k, right, almost 5.2k, I've been very patient, because I know that once September, October, November, January, even February hits, that we might see a reversal, because this is cyclical. Kind of like you see the stocks goes up, comes down again. People are making money going down, or they're selling, panic selling, and then after that, when the stock is kind of like consolidates, then it goes up again. So you just gotta remember to take those opportunities and cash out. That's the most important thing, is to always cash out, because if you can cash out when you're making money, you don't cash out when you don't make money, because you're gonna keep losing money, right? So the most important thing is you cash out when you're making money, right? Because that's the point of the game, is to make money in this game. And yeah, this I'll keep you guys updated in the next video, like last time. And I guess if you guys have any questions, I know I've been talking a lot, and hopefully like this all makes sense, because I want to kind of like want to show you guys that, hey, like what we learned from episode 1 to episode 20, 30, whatever, like you can actually implement it in your strategies, because the main thing is you want to make money. And majority of the time, like what I was saying, is that 10% of traders actually make money, and the rest 90% are the ones that are losing. And if you can make money and you're winning most of the time, then that's good, right? So yeah, thank you again for watching. And if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know, direct message us, or comment down below. Hopefully we'll see you guys in the next video, and take care.